Hey everyone, day 2 of my top 5, and this one is titled Backed by Science. What I mean by that is when I decided to start eating these every day for the last 5 years, when I decided to start eating them, one of the first things that I looked at was the published clinical research that is available for anyone and everyone to look at, and I will put that link in the comments of this video. If you're a science nerd like me, or you just like to be able to read through the research, I'll put that link there and you can do that. But again, that was really important to me because here's the thing. In my experience of taking multivitamins, which this is not a multivitamin, remember this is whole food in these capsules, but in my experience of taking a multivitamin, the only really thing that I noticed that it did for my body is that when I would pee, my urine would be like this highlighter yellow color. And so the question was always, is my body actually using that multivitamin? And I was pretty doubtful that it was. So what's really great about all these different research articles that have been published on these capsules is the fact that it shows that not only does it get into the bloodstream, but when it gets into the bloodstream, it does good things for the body. Okay, so there's a long list of topics. I have them written here. So things like immune function, oxidative stress, heart health, inflammation, meaning reduction in inflammation, skin health, dental health, lung health, DNA repair, and again, bioavailability, which just means that it does get into the bloodstream, which makes a lot of sense, right? Because in my video yesterday, I talked about how there are 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries and grains inside here. And there's a nutrition facts label, not a supplement facts label, which means that the body knows what to do with it. It's food. It's not something that was, created in a lab setting, like many of the multivitamins out there and other vitamin products that are out there. So I picked a few of my favorite research articles to share with you. That's pretty tough for me to pick just a couple because I love this stuff. But let's see. The first one I'm going to show is this one. And again, you can go to the link that I'm going to post in this video and you can print off your own copy and read through it if you'd like. But I'll show you the title again. So the effect of supplemental phytonutrients on impairment of the flow-mediated brachial artery vasoactivity after a single high-fat meal. So to talk you through this a little bit, in this study, they looked at 38 healthy volunteers, and they really wanted to see how if taking these capsules with a high-fat meal, to see how that would affect what is known to happen to everyone when they eat a high-fat meal. So let me back up a little bit. So what is known is that when anyone and everyone eats a high-fat meal, it impairs the flow to the brachial artery, or through the brachial artery. So basically, instead of having a nice open artery, it's obviously not that big, but just for demonstration, instead of having a nice open artery after a high-fat meal, something called vasoconstriction happens. So that is actually why oftentimes you see clinically correlations between a high-fat meal and a heart attack. Because if there's already a lot of buildup in the blood vessels, and then someone eats a really high-fat meal, that can just be just enough to aggravate the problem further. So what they looked at in this study is they wanted to see if someone was taking these plant powders and these capsules, if that would reduce the vasoconstriction that just naturally occurs after someone eats a high-fat meal, which is showing amazing improvements on blood flow in the body. And so let me just hop to it, a little bit more detail. Okay, so in these 38 healthy volunteers, they looked at this brachial artery reactivity test both before and 3 hours after a 900 calorie, 50 gram fat meal. Okay? And what they found, so let's see here. I lost my spot. So they tested in a few places, and let me just pull up the graph that will help us. Okay, good. So they tested this at, right here you can see at day 0 before they were ever taking these capsules, and then at day 21, and then at day 28. So basically what they saw is that at day 0, there was quite a bit of constriction in the blood vessels after eating that 900 calorie, 50 gram fat meal. And then at day 21 of taking these capsules every single day, at day 21 when they reevaluated that, did that brachial artery test, they saw a significant reduction in the amount of vasoconstriction. And then in day 28, again, even more. So here we go. So basically, the right way to read this is the dark bars are at day 0. This is the placebo, someone who was not given the placebo is someone who's not given the capsules. They were given a placebo, one that looks like it but does not have the plant nutrients in them. And then this one was with just the fruit and vegetable capsules, and this one was with the vineyard. So look at that drop from here to here. We're seeing from day 0 before this person ever took the red, green, and purple, so berries, or red is fruit, so fruit, veggies, and berries, what that looked like in the beginning, and what that looked like after 21 days, then after 28 days. End of story. Absolutely, these plant nutrients that are in these capsules are getting in the body, and they're not just getting in the body, but they're doing amazing things for the body. That was actually the study that helped me make the decision for myself 5 years ago when I was trying to decide if I even needed these capsules at the time. I didn't think I did, which is hilarious because now I eat so many more vegetables than I did then. And now I know even more that I need them all the time, every day. So that one was important to me because heart disease runs in my family. Okay, another one. We'll see if I can do a better job explaining this and holding it up. So this is another one. This is the second and the last one I'm going to show. Although, again, you can see all of these for yourself in a link I'm going to put at the end of this video, in the comments of the video. But this one's called Immunity and Antioxidant Capacity in Humans is Enhanced by Consumption of a Dried Encapsulated Fruit and Vegetable Juice Concentrate, which are what I've been showing you. My little secret weapon. Okay. So in this study, they looked at 59 healthy law students. They were actually all in law school. So look at these students, 59 of them, and they had either that they were taking the fruit and vegetable capsules or they were taking a placebo for 77 days. Okay, and they collected their blood samples on day 1, day 35, and day 77. And they looked at things like the B and T cells. So those are your big immune, I mean, they're not necessarily big, but they're immune cells that are super important for the immune system. They looked at cytokine production, lymphocyte DNA damage, antioxidant status, and the levels of carotenoids and vitamin C. Okay, and so by day 77, I'm laughing because my little guy's running around, but by day 77, there was a 30% increase in circulating T cells and a 40% reduction in DNA damage in lymphocytes in the people that were taking the fruit and vegetable powders in the capsules compared to the placebo group. Okay, so again, over the 77-day study period, it resulted in increased plasma nutrients and antioxidant capacity, reduction in DNA strand breaks. That's pretty amazing, really amazing. So every one of these just totally blows me away. got my little buddies over here now. They were watching their Trolls movie, and now they're like, party time. But I hope you guys have an awesome Saturday. I'll put that link so you can check that out as well. And tomorrow, my topic for day 3 of my top 5, I believe, I'm trying to remember the exact topic I was planning, but simple solutions. Okay, so simple things that we use on a regular basis in order to help us get more plants in our body, more plant nutrients, in addition to these capsules. Okay, and gummies. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.